Hi everybody. So last week I started a video series to tell you about things that you can do to get back on track after a major disruption in your life or in your work. And I'm on this journey myself. I'm trying to get back to running my business full-time after a pretty major disruption that really knocked me off track. Just to recap, the first two tips I gave you were number one, to give yourself some space, to recognize that the disruption is over and it may be time to get back to work, but not to rush back in. And the second tip was to practice forgiveness, forgiving yourself for the disruption, for breaking your routine, and forgiving others who might have been responsible or contributors to this situation. So today, tip number 3. And this is the first real action step that you can take. It's to think back to what you were doing before the disruption. Now, this may be easier said than done, because disruptions can be severe enough to impair your ability to figure out what it was that you were doing before they happened. And in that case, what you might want to do is look at your old emails, old journals, go back to old social media posts, and figure out exactly what was it that you were doing. I'm doing this now, and I find it to be very helpful. Thinking back to before the disruption and to what I was doing, it's almost like rewinding the film from a part that you didn't enjoy to a part that you did. You might find this really helpful as your next step. Think back to what you were doing before the disruption. When you're able to figure that out, when you're able to have a clear picture of what you were doing before the disruption, there are two questions you need to ask. Number one, were you enjoying that work? Is that something you want to continue doing? If so, great. And if not, well, we'll talk about that in the next video. We'll discuss how do you put together a plan for what to do next. And this plan depends on whether what you're doing is a continuation of what you did before, or if it's something completely new. So I hope you found this helpful. As usual, this video will appear on my YouTube channel after I post it on LinkedIn. Thank you for watching.